how to use rook, okay, and then bishop. Then we went on learning about queen and then king. Okay, so we would be doing revision, but not today. In later future classes, we would be doing revision. Meanwhile, I would have given you some link to practice. Okay, whenever you find time, you can practice. Okay, so that would be very helpful for you. Okay, to remember. So now today we are going to learn about knight. Okay, so I want every one of you to listen very carefully. Okay, so this knight, okay, you know, for this knight, landing square is what is important. So we call that square, it is called landing square. Okay, where it goes and sits, that is the square, which is very important. Okay, so how do we find the landing square? Okay, so that is what I'm going to teach you. So you have to take 2 continuous steps in one direction. Okay, 2 continuous steps. So if it is upwards, it should be up 2 squares. But it travels like this and it will take a turn. After the second step, the knight will take a turn and it will land in this square. So this is for a knight which is on e5. Okay, f7 is the landing square. How did I find that square? I made this knight 2 steps in this upward direction. Okay, it went 2 steps up, took a turn and then landed here. So like that, you take 2 steps, take a turn, it can land in this square. Okay, so similarly, it can take 2 steps this way. 1, 2, 2 steps. But these 2 steps should be on the same direction, on the same way. Okay, now land here. 2 steps in the same direction, take a turn and land. So that is the formula. 2 steps in same direction, take a turn and land. 2 steps in same direction, take a turn and land. So in this way, 2 steps in same direction, take a turn. And here, this will be the turning square, right? And from here, this will also be the turning square. So all these green squares, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these 8 squares are the landing squares. Okay, so now I will give some more examples and then we will go with the question round. Okay, you have to identify which is the landing square. Okay, so I will give some more examples. Listen carefully. So there is a knight here. Knight is on. Okay, there are no 2 squares. There is only 1 square upwards. So leave that. So can we use down? 1, 2, 2 steps and then take a turn and land. So I'm taking a turn and landing here. Okay, for this knight square. Okay, like this. I'm traveling this way. Okay, 2 steps. But these 2 steps must be continuous. Okay, so 1, 2, take a turn and land. So 1, 2, take a turn. Okay, so this knight could go only the. Okay, 2 steps, take a turn. 2 steps, 2 continuous steps, take a turn. 2 continuous steps, take a turn. Okay, I will do one more example. So knight is here. First, I'm choosing up. Okay, to taking a turn and land here. Okay, and here, 2 steps, take a turn. This way. Okay, 2 steps, take a turn. 2 steps, take a turn. 2 steps downwards, take a turn. 2 steps downwards, take a turn. 2 steps here to this side, take a take a turn. Okay, so knight, for this knight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 squares are only landing squares. Okay, so can we do a quick thing? So Joshita, can you repeat after me? 2 steps, repeat after me. Can you hear me? Joshita Shri?
Oh.
Okay, Kanya, repeat after me.
Kanya.
Okay, Kanya do it first, then others can do. Kanya, repeat after me. 2 steps in same direction.
2 step in same direction.
Take a turn
Take a turn
and land.
and land.
Okay, can you repeat again? 2 steps in same direction.
2 steps in same direction.
Land.
Take a turn
Take a
and land.
and land. Okay, so that is the thing you have to remember. Okay, so I will type it out in WhatsApp. You can get help of, they will help you to translate it in your mother tongue. Okay, next, Anudipti. 2 steps in same direction. Are you there? 2 same direction.
Same direction.
Take a turn
Take a turn
and land. And land. So that would be the landing square. Okay, Joshita Shri, can you tell now? 2 steps in same direction. 2 steps
2 steps
in same direction.
in same direction.
Same direction.
Same direction.
Okay, just you stay like that. 1 second. So same direction means, you know what? It should be continuous. If you are taking upwards, it should be 2 steps upward. If you are choosing, be 2 continuous steps downward. If you are choosing this way, it should be 2 continuous steps. If you are choosing this way, it should be 2 continuous steps. Okay, so if this is the landing square, if I ask you how did you go there, you must be able to tell you this is the way.
Okay,
Not
ma'am.
go here, then it like this, it cannot go. I mean, everyone is listening, right? Everyone listen. So you should not say this is how it went. This is wrong, because you are first taking a turn and then taking 2 steps. So that is wrong. Okay, so these things will cause confusion. Okay. We can say 2 steps in same direction and then take a turn and land. So how did you reach to D5? So this way, 2 steps, and you took a turn, and this is the landing square. Okay. So like this and all. This is not 2 continuous steps. If you choose this way, there is no 2 continuous steps. Then it would become 2 continuous steps is this, and then this would be the landing square. Okay, so that is why we have to be very specific so that we don't make mistakes when we play the game. Okay, so repeat after. Okay, 2 steps in same direction. Are you there? Joshita Shri? 2 steps? Yes, 2 steps.
2 steps.
Same direction sollu.
Same direction.
Take a turn
Take a turn
and land.
and land.
Okay, Sanjay, repeat after me, others be on mute. 2 steps in same direction.
2 steps in same direction.
In same direction.
In same direction.
Take a turn
Take a turn
and land.
and land.
Okay, Vardhan, repeat after me. 2 steps in same direction. Vardhan.
Yes,
Can you
ma'am.
hear? Okay. 2 steps in same direction.
2 steps on the
Same direction.
same direction.
Take a turn.
Turn.
Take a turn.
Take a turn
Take a and land.
and land.
Okay, so that is the thing which we will use when we do night. Okay. So Vibhav, can you tell now? 2 steps.
2 steps.
In same direction.
In same direction.
Take a turn
Take a turn
and land.
and land.
Okay. So with this, we are going to tell where. Okay. So we'll start with Kanya. Others be on mute. So tell me one landing. You
Yep.
have to go 2 steps.
Yep. 6.
F6. That is not a landing square. So only the turning square will be the landing square. From here, where will it turn?
F. G7.
Okay, so you are going 2 steps in this direction. But where will you put the knight? Where will you make the knight sit? That should be a turning square. So which are the turning square from F6?
G6.
E6, and then
Ma'am, I said I didn't.
you can either
say
turn
E6
one square here.
and
Okay, what did you say?
G6. I said
G6.
G6.
Okay, so both are right. E6 and G6. Okay, so if you are taking that direction, these two. Okay, next, Sanjay, tell me another landing square.
D3 and D5.
D3, very good. So you are going this direction, 2 steps and taking a turn, and this turning square, and then D5, very good. Sorry. Okay, so Vibha, now tell me one more landing square. 1 or 2. You can also tell 2 landing squares.
E6.
G6, solitanga. So this they have told. You find a new landing square. Two steps in same direction. I want you to put your hands.
E5.
E5. Yeah. D5 is solitanga. They have already said, right? These 4 squares, they said. So you try something new. You try to take some other direction. Go 2 steps, and from there, from the second step, take a turn and here. So you try. So என்னன்னா 2 ஸ்டெப் எடுத்துக்கோ. அந்த ரெண்டாவது ஸ்டெப்ல இருந்து டர்ன் பண்ணு. சோ அந்த டர்னிங் ஸ்கொயர் எதுவோ அந்த ஸ்கொயரோட நேம். Direction means it would be either up or down or this side or this side.
Ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Who's that? Okay. So now can you try?
H4.
So ஒன்னு மேல இருந்து Okay, H4 is the second step. But H4 ல இருந்து which is the turning square? So imagine you're standing in H4.
H3.
Very good. So H3 is a landing square. And can you tell turning square will be the landing square? First, you have to take 2 steps. Okay, you took two steps here. You turn this side. Can you turn other side? So what would be that square?
F2.
H4 ல இருந்து வேற எங்க turn பண்ணுவ? See, நீ வந்து H4 ல நிக்கிற மாதிரி கற்பனை பண்ணிக்கோ. Imagine you are standing in H4. You can turn this. Where else will you turn? So you are walking this way, 1 step, 2 step.
G4.
No. You should remember the way. எந்த வழியில வரேன்னு பாத்துக்கோ. So you are walking this way. Side. Now where else can you turn? So you are walking this way. Imagine இந்த மாதிரி வந்து நடக்கற. அப்போ what would be that one more turning square? Where will you turn? From here, you. Which is one more square to turn? You have to use your imagination. கற்பனை பண்ணி பாரு. Others, please listen to, okay? Identifying Knight's landing square is very, very much important so that you people don't do illegal moves when you really actually play a chess game, okay? See,
H5.
H5 and H3. So the yes, okay, very good. Next, Vardhan, can you tell me one more landing square?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first thing you need to take 2 steps in same direction, okay, in the same way.
E2.
The 2 steps must be up. E2, very good. Then
G2.
very good. Okay. So now
G2.
can you tell me 2 landing squares for this knight? From here, the knight is on E6.
Tell beta.
Okay, the first thing you have to find, okay, everyone listen.
E8.
And D8, very good, super. Can you tell one more?
F8.
F8, okay, very good. Can you try one more? You try to check with your hand.
D4.
4.
D4.
The square? Like
Yes.
D4 dog, can you elaborate? Okay, so this is good. Okay, D4 is correct. Okay, it comes 2 steps downwards, take a turn, and it's landing here. Okay, good. Sanjay, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Others be on mute.
G5.
G5, very good. Then,
G7.
okay, G7 is good. Okay, next. Can you try? Vardhan? Vardhan, are you there? Okay,
Yes,
you wait.
ma'am.
Landing square for this night. You have to find a new landing square.
F4.
Very good. F4. Can you tell me one landing square for this night?
C5. C5.
Okay. Okay. Jyoti Shastri, can you tell me the one more square?
C7.
Very good.
C7.
So, does anyone have any doubt in this to identify a landing square? Would you all at time? Okay, Kanya, now tell me how do you find a landing square for a night? Which you will use. What did we learn today? So we were repeating a thing, right? Everyone repeated. So can you remember that and tell?
Yes.
So who can remember whatever we repeated? You can raise your hands. I will pick you and ask. Others be on mute. Okay. Okay. Wait. Be on mute. Just raise your hands. Okay. First, Vibhav, tell. So what did we repeat?
2 steps, take a
Mm.
turn and land.
Super. Sanjay?
2 steps forward, then turn and land.
2 steps and turn. Okay. The turning square is the landing square. Okay. Okay, Vardhan, can you tell now? Others be on mute. Vibhav, put it on mute. Thank you. So Vardhan, tell now.
2 step, take a turn and land.
I didn't hear the first part. Can you repeat again? Maybe
2
some mic issue.
step,
Very good.
take a turn
Okay.
and land.
Super. Very good. Now can you tell? See, you try from your memory. Okay. So parents, please don't help them. So whatever you want to try, Anudipti, you have to unmute and speak. Okay, shall we do a small homework today? So whatever the night moments, can you just record? I mean, can you just tell your parents in your own mother tongue? You explain it to them. How will a night move? Okay, the same thing. 2 steps in same direction. Take a turn and land. Whichever language is your mother tongue, to them in that language, and then you send that voice record to me. Okay. I will also. I mean, I would love to learn new languages. Okay, so you can voice record the same thing which we learned today. Okay, and then immediately after class you tell to them in your language, record it and send it. homework today. And I will also give the link to practice knight today after class, so that you can start practicing it from today. So it requires more practice so that we don't make any mistakes. Okay. So everyone be on mute. So there is a knight here. Okay. This knight is on h1. Okay. And I want to take this knight to here. And one more thing which we have to note is knight is the only piece which can jump. Okay. Always remember landing square for the knight. Okay. This way it travels, right? This is what we made. Okay. To just identify the landing square correctly. Even if there is a own piece here, knight can still jump and go to the landing square. Okay. Opponent's piece, knight can still jump, and this is the landing. Only piece which can jump. Okay. For knight, only the landing square is important. Its way, the path is not important. If there is something on the path, it can jump over it. Okay. And it has no control on this path. Control landing square. Okay, it can only go to. Okay, I want everyone to be on mute. So when I'm teaching, please be on mute. Okay, so for a knight, landing square is only important. Okay, it only goes to the, and that square must be empty, right? Only then it can go. If there is another piece, say for example, if there is a white piece here, okay, for this knight, this is a landing square. This is one more landing square. Now you can make the knight go here. Okay, let's come to the same position. Here, and the own piece is on the landing square. Knight gives support to this piece. Okay, if there is an opponent's piece on the landing square, the knight can capture it. Okay, so it can jump over its own piece and capture the opponent's piece only if it is on the landing square. Okay, so even if the opponent's piece is on its way, knight doesn't care. Okay, like we learned, right? If there is a bishop and if there is an opponent's piece, okay, the bishop can capture, right? Or the bishop can attack. But for a knight, way doesn't matter. It doesn't care about the way. All it cares is only the landing square. If the landing square is empty, it controls. It controls these squares. If the landing square has any opponent's piece, it attacks, and if the opponent doesn't care about it, it captures. Okay, if the landing square has its own piece, friend, then the knight gives support. Okay, remember the knight cannot support this pawn. Knight cannot capture this bishop. Okay, knight can only do things on its landing square. Landing square. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only these 6 squares. Okay, I can make the knight move here. From here, I can make the knight move here. From here, I can make the knight move here. Here. Now this knight, from here, it is because 1, 2 turning square, 1, 2 turning square. Both the squares are landing squares, and in those both squares, own pieces are there. So the knight is giving support to these pieces. So if I move the knight here, this is also one landing square. The bishop. Remember that white has to play, then black will make a play in a real game, right? So now we are just doing this for practice. Okay, if the black didn't move the bishop and did some other move like this, okay, then the knight can capture it. This is the landing square. Okay, knight is the only piece which can jump. You have to correctly identify the landing square. Knight, you can pick up the knight and put it on the landing square. Okay, if it is a real chessboard, you won't drag like this. You won't drag your knight like this. Okay, all that you do is you find which is the landing square, you pick the knight, okay, and then you drop it there. That's it. Okay, so now we will do a small exercise. So this knight has to go to this square. Okay, so what would be the, tell me? Are you there? Please unmute so that I know you are there. Okay. Kanya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what would be the first? See, the moment I call your name, you immediately unmute so that I know that you are there, okay, in the class. And you can take time to think. Then
Okay. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. H. H3.
H3, is it a landing square? Is H3 a turning square?
No.
Landing square.
Please don't help parents, please. Even if they don't know that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I understand. Yeah.
But if parents are helping, okay, 1 second. My request to all the parents, if you are helping them with the answer, I won't, first thing, I don't know, okay? So, and second thing, it would be a very bad thing in the chess career if they are really taking it.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. Actually, today
It's going to be very bad thing.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. Seriously, that would become a big issue. So,
Yeah.
because this is a mind game, right? They will be alone in the tournament. I won't be next to them. You won't be next to them. Okay,
Yeah,
they
ma'am.
have to make the decision on their own. So that
Yes,
will happen only when they are answering.
Yeah. I understand, ma'am. Thank you.
Then they will try to know what it is. If we start
Yes.
helping them now, it would be very difficult for them.
Yeah. I
Okay.
understand.
G3.
Because the mind will constantly think to get help, and it won't think on their own, and that would become a serious issue.
Yeah. I understand. This is the first time.
Next level would be very difficult.
Yeah.
But still, ma'am, it's not advisable. Please don't do that again.
Yeah.
So
Thank
if
you.
they don't know, let them just simply tell that they don't know.
Yeah. Sure, ma'am. Sure. Can you answer?
G3.
G.
G3.
Very good. G3. Okay, so I can take the knight to G3. Okay, how did she go to G3? 2 steps in same direction, and this is the turning square. So she took the knight to the turning square. Okay, next Sanjay. Move we can do. Our final reach should be here. Okay. So where will you go next?
Yes. 4.
Yes.
F5.
Very good. And put it on F5. Okay. Next, Vibhav. Next எங்க போலாம்? So இந்த இடத்துக்கு reach பண்ணனும். Okay. So நீ வந்து அந்த ரெண்டு ஸ்டெப் அப்ளை பண்ணு. ரெண்டு ஸ்டெப் அதுக்கப்புறம் டர்ன் பண்ணனும். Okay. So என்ன ஸ்கொயருக்கு போலாம்னு சொல்லு.
E8.
திருப்பி சொல்லு. Can you tell again?
E8.
E8 அப்ப எவ்வளவு ஸ்டெப் ஆகுது? How many step it is taking? 1, 2, 3 and you take a turn? No, right? We have to do only 1, 2.
E7.
Yes, E7. So I can take the knight to E7. Next, Vardhan, can you try? So towards A8 I have to go. Then which square, which landing square I should choose next for the night?
Let me think.
Yeah, you think.
F5.
F?
D5.
Okay, you want to,
D5.
so you can go here. Okay. Next, Anudipti. So second step would be going here. What would be the first landing square? Anudipti, can you try?
L. சொல்லு அனு.
இங்க இருக்கு. Okay. So which should be the first landing square? See, what did we learn? 2 steps, take a turn. So you have to tell me the turning square.
Go B5 and go B8.
B8. So can I
B8.
B8, D8. This is D8, this is B8. This knight cannot go to both the. So first நம்ம என்ன கத்துனோம்னா வந்து ரெண்டு ஸ்டெப் listen ரெண்டு ஸ்டெப் ஒரே டைரக்ஷன்ல எடுக்கணும். B B6 you can go. Sorry, that was by mistake, mouse slip. Okay, B6 is a landing square. Take. Okay, so B6. Okay, so now Jyotisha Shri, can you put the knight to A8? So A8 is where we have to go. Is it possible? Yes or no?
A8 க்கு போலாமான்னு கேக்குறாங்க.
So A8 landing square.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Check pani sollu thirupi. Check again. Apply whatever we learned. 2 steps in same direction. You have to take a turn, and that turning square would be the landing square. Where is the knight?
போலாமா வேணாமான்னு கேக்குறாங்க. கரெக்ட்டா இல்லையா?
Polama, is that a landing square?
இல்ல.
Ma'am, நீங்க விட்டுருங்க. Let her think. It takes
Okay.
time to think. நம்ம வந்து சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தா that would be a stress for them. So let her take time.
தமிழ்ல பேசு ஜோஷ்மா, ஒன்னும் பிரச்சனை இல்ல. தமிழ்ல சொல்லு.
போலாம் ma'am.
Pola. So she said we can go there. This is a landing square. Okay. So anyone have any doubt in identifying landing square? This will come only when you practice more. Okay, for now you remember this thing. 2 steps. Okay, and that 2 steps must be a continuous step. Okay, so can you do that homework today immediately, like after this class? You can send a voice message in your own mother tongue. You have to explain it to your parents or elders, whoever is there next to you. Okay, we will again revise night. Okay, we will do pawn and then we will revise all the pieces. So don't worry. Even if you have any doubt, meanwhile you can message me or you can send a voice message. Whenever I have time, I will explain it to you. Okay, so can we finish the class now?
Yes.
I'm not getting any answer.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so it might seem
Yes,
little
ma'am.
difficult but when we
Yes, ma'am.
start doing it again, so it would be much easy. Okay, to find the landing square. Okay, chalo, bye. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.